Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm going to make a diamond shirt. This one's kind of a funky diamond though. The shirt was washed and dried, soaked in a soda ash solution for at least 20 to 30 minutes. I wrung it out of my Panda spin dryer and so it's just barely damp. I also have the shirt turned inside out. I'm going to begin by centering my shirt. What that means is I'm going to put the center of the front of my shirt and the center of the back of my shirt up next to each other. Down in the description for this video, you'll find a link to another video that explains the centering process a little bit more. For time's sake, to not make this video too long, I haven't really explained this process in the video. Now that the shirt is centered, I'm going to begin by folding it in half by taking the bottom hem up to the top neckline, then folding it back down halfway. I'm going to pinch that seam, lift the shirt up, and the top part will fold back into the rest of my folds, essentially making my shirt big giant fan folds. Using a straight edge and a washable marker, I'm going to make a diagonal line across my shirt. I'm going to fan fold this line, and of course my fan folds are going to be pretty big because I have a lot of layers of fabric that I'm trying to fold. I'm going to hold these folds in place with some kite string. I'm straightening the rest of my folds a little bit and tying them with some kite string as well. I'm fan folding my sleeve down into the rest of the fan folds on the shirt and tying the entire thing with kite string. I'm going to put the shirt aside and allow it to dry out really well. I'm asked all the time why I dye most of my shirts while they're dry. I prefer to dye real thick folds like this when they're dry because the dye wicks down into the fabric a little bit better. If my fabric is already so saturated with soda ash water, it doesn't really want to accept or wick the dye down into the fabric fibers. However, if the fabric is dry, it readily wicks all that dye down into the fibers, making it a little easier to get it saturated. If you happen to have any trouble with your dye beading when you try to apply it to a dry item, if you'll take a little bit of your soda ash water that you use to soak your shirts in, put it in a spray bottle and just gently mist your shirt. It'll break that surface tension and usually allow the dye to soak in really well. This is the color palette that I'm going to use, and I'm going to do an offset of these colors. I want to make pretty wide areas for the color, so I'm using the ruler to make marks every 2 inches and drawing lines where I'd like to apply the dye. I want to repeat the process on the back side, but I want to stagger my lines. So I'm drawing them 2 inches apart, but I'm going in between the lines that I drew on the front side. That's the reason why I brought the marks from the front around to the back, is so that I could make sure I had them spaced properly. On the front, I'm going to use the 2 purple colors. I'm beginning with Wisteria from Dharma Trading Company. I'm adding this color in every other section. The remaining sections on the front of the shirt are going to be purple number 521 from Custom Colors. I'm going to turn the shirt over, and I'm going to begin at the end with Razzle Dazzle from Dharma Trading Company. I'm applying this color to every other section. In the remaining sections, I'm adding Sweet Pea from Dharma Trading Company. I'm going to do a little bit of touch up on my colors before I put the shirt aside to process. Once I feel like I have the shirt well saturated, I'm going to put it aside and allow it to process for 48 hours. After 48 hours, I rinsed my shirt really well, washed it in my washing machine using hot water and Dharma's textile detergent, dried it in the dryer, and this is what our shirt looks like. I really like the way this one turned out. I love the color combination, and staggering the colors on the back and on the front made it an offset, and then the two different color palettes on the front and the back, it gave it a really unique pattern to the shirt. We ended up with multiple diamonds on the shirt, diamonds on the side, a diamond in the middle, and then partial diamonds on the top and bottom. And overall, I just kind of think it looks like a real unique, cool shirt. I really like it. So if you really like this video, I would appreciate it if you'd hit the big red subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.